Welcome. We just finished a move and my sound setup isn't complete yet, so I'm going to do a quick about me video where you get to see me and what's going to be my new sound room that hopefully I'll be able to make some great videos for you guys. My name's Liz Brown. I worked as a statistician and a chemist and also a deployed commander in the Air Force for 11 years, but the thing I love most is teaching people how to read and passing along my knowledge of reading and spelling. Because of my statistics and math background, I started out as a math tutor, but then we moved. We move a lot in the Air Force. And after we moved, there was no math tutoring available, so I had to start teaching reading. And I thought, well, I love reading, and I'll just figure it out. And the first place we had, I joined a literacy association, and the schools and the literacy association taught whole word methods. After about a month of trying that, the lady I was working with, she was in her 30s, and she knew probably between 2,000 and 5,000 words that she'd memorized, and I taught her 3 more in that month. And I called my dad, who was a former school teacher, and he said, "Oh, teach her phonics." And that's when I started my phonics journey. And it was amazing. Within a couple weeks, she'd learned hundreds of words and started to have the ability to sound out any others. And I haven't looked back or turned back. I wish everyone was taught to read right, but I just love seeing a look on kids and adults' faces when they start reading well and are able to read whatever they want. So I would show you my natural habitat, the library surrounded by thousands of books, but unfortunately they're not all unpacked yet. I will, however, show you my favorite. It is, oh, turning out backwards. Hopefully it'll turn out forwards on the once it's transposed. Webster's Spelling Book. This is an original copy from the early 1900s. Of course, with my students, I use Don Potter's reformatted version, and that works really great. But it's kind of cool to hold the actual book. I've been a volunteer literacy tutor since 1994. In 1997, I became a Christian, and I wanted to share my faith as part of sharing my love of reading and teaching phonics. And my phonics lessons after that, I incorporated the book of Romans into. But then, as I worked with more and more kids, and so many were in schools, I also wanted them to be able to, for younger kids especially, to be able to read even if their parents were opposed to having them read biblical passages. So I've developed a more interactive course for younger kids that is able to be taught in the public schools. And that is my Syllable Success course, and it's now available on DVD, or you can teach it for free from YouTube. And the materials you can print for free, or you can also buy the workbook from YouTube. And it's a really, really great class, and it's great to see the looks on their faces as they improve, and you play games, and you do a lot of exercises, and it's just the culmination of my 24 years of teaching and tutoring phonics. The Syllable Spell Success course is great. It averages 1.7 reading grade levels, and I've had several inner city students who've gained up to 4 grade levels with it. I had 2 fifth graders who improved 4 grade levels after working through the series. And I also worked with some homeless kids, formerly homeless kids in Los Angeles, and it was kind of a fluid situation, so unfortunately I didn't get to do after testing, but I had 2 second grade boys who had started out way, way below, hardly able to read anything at all, and by the end they were reading 12th grade level passages out of Webster's Speller on their own. And they might not have tested that high just reading word list, but when in the context of the passages they were able to sound them all out, and it was just amazing. Thanks for watching. I'm sorry about the audio quality. The soundproofing in the room isn't complete, and I haven't been able to find all my sound recording stuff, so I just had to do this real quickly on the phone. But hopefully you've learned a little bit about like what makes me tick and why I do this for you guys, and if you have anything that you'd really like me to see, I have a bunch of videos planned, but if there's anything that you'd really want to learn about or really want me to make that your kids are having a hard time learning, let me know in the comments below.